For you treasure hunters out there that are looking for silver, the news is you don't need a metal detector, and Doug Melvin's going to show you why. He's an expert in what we call coin roll hunting. Here he is to tell you about
it. Coin roll hunting. And I was saying, I used to look for pennies when I was a kid, putting on my coin collection. And I said, well, maybe I should give a shot of going through $50, because that's your best shot of finding silver. So I went to my bank and I said, well, I'd like to get $2,000 for the $50. And they said, that's no problem, just give us a week and we'll order them for you. And when they're ready, we'll call you and come pick them up. Excuse me. So I went to the bank, and they called me. I went to the bank, and I took my son because these $500 worth of $50 is 25 pounds. So that's 100 pounds of $50. So I took my son to help me out here. And the first box that I went through, I didn't find anything. And there was a lot of marks on a lot of the $50 right on Kennedy's ear. There was a black mark, which is telling me someone had already gone through those $50. So I was getting a little discouraged, and also I decided this is not going too well. Maybe I better time myself to see how long I'm taking on each roll. And I got a magnifying glass, and I was examining each $50 really closely. And I timed myself, unwrapping the roll and wrapping it back up. It was 6 minutes. And I'm saying, this is only $5 for each, 5 hours for each $500 box. That's going to be way too long. So I revised and picked up my speed a little bit. And the last time I timed myself was 2.5 minutes. So probably on the average, you're going to be about 4 minutes on each roll, which is going to be a little over 3 hours per box. And that's not too unreasonable. But 5 hours per box, that's 20 hours. That's a long time. And I bought a scale off eBay, and theoretically, you should be able to weigh the rolls, and ones that have silver will be a little heavier. But in practice, it doesn't work out that way. I found two 90% $50, and they're a gram heavier than the non-silver $50. So those two rolls that contain the 90% $50, they were heavier. You could see automatically that they were heavier. But the 40% $50, they're like a little less than a gram heavier than a regular $50, and there's so much tolerance between the weight of the coins, it's best just to check every silver $50. And this is how they come in a roll. And what I did, I just got a paring knife, and you just pick around the top, straighten it out, and you push on one side, and that bends the $50 to the side a little bit, and they just push out real easy. Now my bank, Wells Fargo, they don't take loose coins. That means you've got to put them back into the rolls and bend them back down and take them back that way. I understand there's some banks that won't accept rolls, so maybe it's good to deal with two banks. Get them from the bank that has the rolls and just put them back loose. But it's not that big of a deal to put them back in the rolls.
Take it to a coin machine in the grocery store?
Yeah, you can do that too. I think there's a little bit of a charge for that. But once you get on the hang of it, really, it doesn't take that long to put them back in the rolls and retighten them. And I think I did really well. Like I said, in the first box I did, I was getting really discouraged. I wasn't finding anything. And saying, what have I got myself into? But once you get the hang of it and move pretty fast going through your rolls, it's sort of relaxing. You turn the radio on, you turn the television on, listen. It's sort of like knitting, I guess, when you're just going over the $50. And I think I did pretty well. I found two 90% $50. There was $12 a piece, so that's $24 right there. And I found 40% $50, so they're worth about $5 a piece. So that's $69 total that I found in the $2,000 worth of $50. So for me, it was pretty worth it.
So what was the oldest date you found?
What?
What was the oldest date on 65?
1964, but it's 90% silver, so it's only $12.
64 is good.
Right, 64 is good.
Now, the 40%, is that 65 through 69?
It's 1965 till 1970
Seven.
is 40% silver. Also, the Denver Mint also used up some old planchettes or something, and they made a few 71 and 1977 D half-dollars on silver planchettes. And when you take it out of the roll, you just look on the edge,
Right.
and the silver ones will be solid silver, and the clad ones will have a copper in the center. So they stick out sort of like a sore thumb. And I found a few sort of interesting things. I found a weird looking 71, but I think someone just got a aluminum spray painted it to look like silver. It doesn't have the right weight for silver. And I found one $1.50 that looked like someone shot it with a bullet. That's pretty interesting. And then I think these, a long time ago, they came out with these gold-plated Kennedy hats. I have one of these, but it's pretty worn. I think when they first came out, they were souvenir coins or something. And I came out with a Tampa Buccaneers souvenir coin. That's pretty interesting. Someone probably paid $5 or $6 for it and put it back in circulation. And for some reason, I was finding, well, I've saved about 4 rolls out of the $2,000 of rolls because I was finding a lot of really uncirculated coins from the early 70s, scattered in the 80s. And 2001 was the last year that they made general circulation $half. And any $half made after that, you can get them, but you have to pay a premium to get them, like to the coin dealers and collectors. And actually, I found a few of those in circulation too. And most of them are all scratched up and not worth saving, but a few of them were really still really uncirculated and not scratched, so I protected them. So I think it was worthwhile to. I'll be doing it again in a few weeks, and I think I'll go with $3,000 worth.
Great.